Hello friends, my name is Marina and this is Rapunzel Fiber Arts. It has been such a productive week of Tour de Fleece. This video is going to be covering week 2 of Tour de Fleece. I spun a whole bunch, I plied a little bit, and I'm wanting to share that with you now. If you're not aware, Tour de Fleece is a spinning event that runs concurrently with Tour de France, which is a cycling event. So while they are pedaling, we are treadling. And this is week 2. The event started on July 5th, and I did like a recap video of the first week, which I will link up in the cards. And this is week 2. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get right into the spinning. It's day 9 of Tour de Fleece. It's Sunday. We are settling in to watch some TV together, me and my partner and the dog. And I am gonna crank out some more of this black Corriedale Roving into yarn. So I'm gonna work on that. All right, so it is a beautiful day out today, Sunday, and I am sitting on my porch, my screen porch, which, you know, is mostly outside, and I'm going to work on spinning this here 3-ply of Classy Squid Fiber Company in Wibbly-Wobbly, and yeah, hopefully this goes smoothly and quickly and I don't have too many ends left over, but if I do, I'll just chain ply them in with the chain ply skein, so that won't be the end of the world. Alright, this is looking really good. It's a lot darker on camera than it is in real life, but I really like this little bit of green in here. I find that super cute. I don't know, I like it. Anyway, carrying on. This is looking so good. Again, I'm loving this little bit of green, and the purple, and the pink, and the black all look so gorgeous together. All right, so I am done plying this. Over here you can see I finished this bobbin first, subbed in this bobbin, which is for the chain ply, and then when I finished this bobbin, I was like, all right, we're done. So I'm gonna finish chain plying, or start chain plying this, add this onto it, and that'll be the next half. But I'm really happy with this. I think it's cute. I think it's a little dark, but I think it's gonna look really good as socks once it's all finished and knit up. So fingers crossed that turns out well. Fingers crossed that turns out well. And yeah, this is half done being plied. Hello friends, it's been a couple hours since I spun this here bobbin of true 3-ply, and I'm about to get started on the chain plied, the plying of these singles in a chain ply fashion. There we go. So I'm going to start with this, get this last teeny tiny bit of fiber off that bobbin, and then I'll break into this one and see if I can wrap up this 3-ply 2-way spin. Alright, so I have been plying. I'm making some pretty good progress. Let's do a little comparison. Look at, oops, there's my pinky. Look at the difference between these two yarns. So this is what I mean when I'm talking about a 3-ply in 2 different ways, because these are both 3-ply yarns. This one is like more muddied. The colors are all kind of blended together. I'm sorry about my focus, it's being difficult. But that's all pretty more homogenized, whereas this, you can see we have very distinct stripes in the yarn. So it goes from green to black to maroon to green, and so on. Whereas again, this yarn, focus, is much more blended together. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see how these yarns skein up and then work up in the knitted item or socks that I'm intending to make with them. But look at that shine. Look at that shine from the bamboo. Isn't that gorgeous? Anyway, getting back to it. Howdy's here. He's looking for squirrels. But he's being good and not making too much noise. So I'll get back to my plying. Alright, we are done chain plying the other bobbin. It looks like I have a lot less of the chain plied stuff than I do of the 3-ply, so maybe I'll do heels, toes, and cuffs with the true 3-ply. But we'll see once it's all skeined up and measured and go from there. Hello everybody, welcome back for day 10 of Tour de Fleece. Yesterday I got a lot done, but I also was very tired from the craft show that I did on Saturday, so I plied both bobbins of my 3-ply 2 ways, which was great, and I did a little bit of work on this lovely bump of black Corriedale. I also wanted to mention, I have 4 of these bumps. I don't think I've mentioned that yet, and I don't want you to think I'm going to run out anytime soon. So I have 4 of these, and they're all at least a pound. I don't remember exactly how much, maybe closer to 14 ounces, but they're hefty, you know, bigger than my head. So that's pretty great. I'm gonna get back to spinning some of this now because I've only filled like a quarter of my 8-ounce bobbin. So I've got quite a bit more to do before I can start plying. I'm gonna ply when I finish this bobbin. So I'm settled in, watching some YouTube videos, and yeah, I'm gonna get to spinning again. All right, let's get to it. Hello everybody. Firstly, and most excitingly in my opinion, I have my tripod back. Look, no hands. You're on a tripod, so that's awesome. That came in the mail yesterday after I was done spinning, and I'm very excited because now I have better lighting and mounting for my phone so that I'm not holding it in one hand, which is fantastic. Second of all, today is the first rest day of Tour de Fleece, but I feel like I've been taking it pretty easy the last couple of days, so I'm planning to spin anyway. It's already mid-afternoon. We spent the morning with my partner's parents and his sister and a bunch of dogs, which was a lot of fun, but they don't have air conditioning, and it's, I don't know, in the 80s today, maybe up to the 90s by now. I don't know. Anyway, it was really hot. I sweated a bunch, so I have since changed out of my sweaty clothes, which, you know, always good. And I'm settling in to do some crafting and TV watching and just kind of chilling. So I'm gonna get to spinning and hopefully make some more progress on my big bump of Corriedale Roving. So we're back at it. All right, so I have straight up been spinning this black fiber for an hour and a half, watching, like I said, YouTube. And my wrist is definitely starting to be unhappy with me. The like drafting hand as opposed to the pinching hand is like definitely getting overworked. So it's time for a little break. I think I'm gonna go upstairs and set up my bullet journal for the week because it's Tuesday and I haven't set it up yet, which is understandable. Like I had the crazy weekend and then my recovery period, which was not insubstantial. And then we also had a death in my partner's family, so we have been dealing with that in addition to spinning and recovering from the yarn sale that I did, or the vending opportunity that I had. So yeah, I'm gonna go set up my bullet journal. All right, everybody, so we set up my lovely bullet journal. It's looking good. I still put Sunday and Monday on here because I have the stickers, and also I might backfill a couple things just so that it doesn't look like I did nothing those days, because I did do stuff. But yeah, it's all set up. I'm gonna populate my like tasks and appointments for the week. And then whips down here is just for my crafting whips, so I'm gonna populate that as well. I think it looks cute, but I used Firefly sticker collection from Planning with Kay, which are these cute little sticker sheets. And then I also bought the digital stickers from Archer and Olive, which are these little raccoon ones in a variety of sizes. And then I also made these just using, I have a Silhouette cutting machine, so I just use the Silhouette software and inputted a font and cut out applicable stickers. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the rest of the month just because I have personal information in there, but yeah, I wanted to show you that because it's a vlog. Why not? So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think it looks cute. I wish there was a little bit more color on this page. That's okay. It's functional, and that's kind of what matters. So yeah, it's cute. I like the little hedgehog on the cover. This notebook is also from Archer and Olive, but you can't get it anymore because they have seasonal releases that sell out really fast. So whatever. But yeah, I did that. I'm happy. And now I have to figure out what to do for dinner. Boop, boop. Hello friends, it is day 11 of Tour de Fleece. Yesterday was a rest day, and today is Wednesday. My partner and I went and saw the new Jurassic World movie in theaters this morning, and it was not great. I'm a big fan of Jurassic Park. I'm not a big fan of the sequels, but it was a fun time. We were whispering in the theater about how silly it was, so that was fun. And I'm gonna get to do some spinning now. So yeah, I think that's it. I've been doing a lot of knitting the last day. I started this pair of socks, which are turning out really pretty. And I'm almost done with a test knit body. I still have to do the like top of the boob area and then the shoulder straps, but I'm not worrying about that right now. I'm just gonna do some more spinning on my black Corriedale Cross Roving because it is endless and I want to keep making progress on it. So let's do it. Hello folks, I'm back. It is day 12 of Tour de Fleece and I am getting pretty sick of spinning that black Corriedale Cross Roving. So I'm switching it up. This is some dyed South American wool top called Ground Dweller by Hello Yarn. It's from more than 5 years ago, so this has been in my stash for a while because I bought it as part of the Hello Yarn Club subscription. So I'm going to get started spinning some of this. Hopefully it goes well. I'm having a pretty bad brain day for whatever reason. And I think these really bright reds and oranges with a little bit of neutral gray and brown will bring me some joy. So yeah, I'm going to settle in, do some of this, and check in a little bit. Alright, so I made some pretty good progress on this bobbin outside, and then I started overheating, so I came inside. We're almost through this red section and moving on to like a little bit of brown and then gray, and then like purpley gray. So I'm going to keep cruising away on this, and I'll check in a little bit. Hello everybody. It is the next day, I think day 13 of Tour de Fleece. I had a busy morning, but I'm back home now, and I'm getting back to this somewhat colorful spin. I think I already mentioned, but this is a Hello Yarn dyed braid called Ground Dweller on South American wool top, which I think is a combination of a couple different breeds. I'm not 100% sure on that though. So I've got some more colors to spin before getting back into some neutrals, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. Yeah, I'm really happy with how my bobbin is looking, especially because that's only 1 day worth of spinning. So yeah, let's get back to it. Alright, so I made good progress spinning on this braid outside, and now I'm going to switch over to some of the black Corriedale fiber because I want to try to get that spun and plied this Tour de Fleece. So despite this lovely, colorful, fun fiber providing a little bit of a break from the black, I really feel like I should get back to the black so that I can hopefully finish that spin in the next week. We'll see if that happens though. Here is how much I have spun of the black Corriedale Cross fiber. It's looking pretty good. I was hoping it would go a little bit more quickly than it has been, but I think it's understandable. The fiber is just black, so it's not as exciting as something with a little more color, which is why I incorporated a little bit of a colorful spin into my Tour de Fleece plans. I've got this whole big bump to work through, which is taking a long time. Plus I have 3 more of these bumps that I could pull from if need be, but I don't think I'm going to make it that far this tour. So yeah, it's coming along, but it's slow going. The fiber is also just a little bit lanolin-y, which is not my favorite. I prefer when my fiber is pretty clean of lanolin. So that's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world. It'll wash out, but it hasn't been the most enjoyable experience for me. So that's partially why this is kind of slow going. Okay, so I've been sitting and spinning for at least 2 hours on this black Corriedale Cross Roving, and I'm making really good progress. Like, the bump is definitely shrinking in size, and this bobbin is pretty close to full. I think 1, maybe 2 more layers of yarn on there, and then it's gonna be full. And then I can get to doing some plying, which is super exciting because so far I feel like I haven't done a ton this Tour de Fleece, and this big bobbin is making me feel a little more accomplished. And I think once it's all plied with the White Corriedale that I will continue to feel very accomplished. So that's pretty awesome. I'm really excited about that, but I think it's time for a break because my knuckles keep cracking. Or I keep cracking my knuckles because I feel like they're a little unhappy with me. So yeah, but I'm super thrilled with this. I think it looks great, and it's pretty consistent yarn even though it's spun long draw. So that's also awesome. So yeah, that's my progress for today, Friday, which is Tour de Fleece day 13, I think. I'll put it on the screen if that's wrong, but I think it's day 13. All right, so that was week 2 of Tour de Fleece. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. And coming soon will be the week 3 vlog video for Tour de Fleece. So subscribe if you want to see that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.